When people hear about vegetarianism or veganism, they tend to associate that with plant-based nutrition, and there is a subtle but significant difference there. As Colin Campbell coined the phrase, a whole food plant-based diet is really where we want to be pushing, because you will hear some detractors from plant-based nutrition who say, oh, I've never met a healthy vegetarian, I've never met a healthy vegan. That's often due to the fact that, again, veganism is a particular angle into plant-based eating, but is different because the vegan's main focus is to eat whatever I can as long as it doesn't come from an animal. But that still leaves then free game for high-fat foods and highly processed foods. So for example, a food group that is totally okay according to vegan concepts and philosophy would be potato chips. But if you had a potato chip diet, you wouldn't be injuring any animals in the production of potato chips. They're completely vegetarian based with vegetable oils, but it's so loaded in oil and salt and processed food that you'd be very unhealthy. So I think that's what's given plant-based nutrition sort of a bad name, where people's experience with very unhealthy vegans, then they want to sort of malign the whole plant-based area, saying people can't be healthy, or maybe it's a lack of meat, they all look pasty and unwell. It's because they're eating highly processed, albeit plant foods, but highly processed foods with most of the nutrition stripped out of it. So that's why we don't use any of the V words, like vegetarian or veganism. We focus, as Colin Campbell very intelligently coined the phrase, on a whole food plant-based diet. That doesn't mean we suggest you eat your potatoes raw, but what we mean is we suggest you eat your plant-based foods with vegetables and fruit and grains with as minimal processing as possible. So we suggest you have, cooked or boiled potatoes, not French fried potatoes. We suggest that the foods be left as close to their natural state as possible, where as minimal nutrition is stripped out of that food. And that's what appears to be the healthiest approach. And then when you eat the potatoes or the vegetables or the fruit or the grains, they do have protein, carb, and fat in them, but if you eat them as a whole product itself, it appears to deliver the protein, fat, and the carb in a way that your body seems to be designed to process and to allow you to maintain or achieve optimal health.